Please be seated. I now call on Mr. Rob Woodward, Chair of Court of Glasgow Caledonian University, to open today's proceedings.
Vice-Chancellor, members of Court and Senate, distinguished guests, members of staff of Glasgow Caledonian University, graduands, ladies and gentlemen. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome you all to this graduation ceremony to celebrate our students' achievements. It's wonderful to welcome you here in person as life starts to return to normal after the pandemic. Today marks the culmination of what we hope has been an exhilarating, challenging, and of course a very busy period in your lives. It's an opportunity for each of you to reflect upon your achievements and upon the doors of opportunity that your awards will have opened in your lives. We very much welcome the relationship that we will have with you, and this relationship will carry on well beyond this graduation. Glasgow Caledonian University has more than 150,000 graduates spread right across the world, and we're delighted that you are going to become part of our scholarly community. We know that you're going to be excellent ambassadors for the university, and we're going to follow your success with great pride. I now have pleasure in officially opening this graduation ceremony, and I hope that you have a very happy, memorable, and enjoyable day. Thank you.
Professor Mike Mannion, Acting Deputy Vice-Chancellor, will present James Patterson for the award of Honorary Doctor of Science.
Each year, millions of people in the poorest countries in the world die because of a lack of access to surgical care. The Global Mercy is an extraordinary floating teaching hospital that sails around the world and offers life-changing surgical healthcare to these people. Jim Patterson, an extraordinary man, led the team that developed the Global Mercy from conception to shipyard delivery, 14 years in the making. Jim is an alumnus of Glasgow College of Technology, one of the institutions that evolved into Glasgow Caledonian University. He was born in Kirkcudbright, which is in the southwest of Scotland, and left home at the tender age of 16 to come to Glasgow to study marine engineering, and qualified in 1976. He was supported through his studies by Denham Ship Management, who offered him a full-time role when he qualified, and with whom he kind of launched his career at sea. A few years later, unfortunately, there was a downturn in the industry. Jim took voluntary redundancy. I'm not quite sure about the next move. His Christian faith took him to Bible college. And it was whilst he was there that he first heard about Mercy Ships. Mercy Ships is a faith-based international development organization that deploys hospital ships to some of the poorest countries in the world. So if anyone's on your phone right now and you want to check them out online, or even better, donate, you can go to mercyships.org.uk. Its volunteers also work closely with host nations to improve the way healthcare is delivered through training, through mentoring, and renovating land-based hospitals and clinics. Jim joined Mercy Ships in 1987, seeing it as the perfect opportunity to combine his practical knowledge with his faith and a chance to help people. It was a great fit. His knowledge, his leadership, his enthusiasm and commitment all shone through, and as a result he gradually progressed through the company into increasingly senior leadership positions, eventually becoming Senior Vice President of Marine Operations. In that role, he led the design of the Global Mercy. It's the largest charity-run hospital ship in the world. It has 6 operating rooms, a school, a library, shops, a cafe. It hosts over 600 volunteers, surgeons, nurses, cooks, teachers, electricians, and of course the crew. For Jim, the decision to join Mercy Ships was not just about taking on a job, it was a calling. He and his wife and his family lived for several years on hospital ships, sailing to different parts of the world, dedicated to this common good mission, living their values and becoming enriched through serving those most in need. Vice-Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding contribution to marine engineering and transforming the lives of impoverished communities with no access to basic health care, I invite you to confer upon Jim Patterson the award of Doctor of Science honoris causa.
With the power vested in me by the Senate of Glasgow Caledonian University, it gives me really great pleasure to create you, James Patterson, Doctor of Science honoris causa. Many congratulations.
Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honoured and deeply humbled to receive this recognition today. When I graduated from Glasgow College of Technology in 1976, that's 46 years ago, makes me feel a little bit old. I didn't actually get to attend my graduation ceremony. As Mike mentioned, Denham sponsored us through college, and I think they were keen to get some of their money back. So they put us to work straight away. And I was already at sea when the graduation ceremony took place. I worked with Denham for a further 6 years, eventually getting my Chief Engineer Certificate of Competency. During those years at sea, I had the opportunity to witness firsthand some of the disparity between the rich and the poor in this world. I remember seeing starving families in Ecuador and South America, for example. They were begging for food as we were sitting at anchor in the river. When my wife and I married, shortly after I got my Chief Engineer Certificate, we both felt we were being asked to do something with our lives to help the poor and the needy. We found ourselves at Bible College shortly thereafter, as Mike mentioned. And while there, we found out about this organisation called Mercy Ships. We thought we could maybe give 2 years of our lives and then carry on where we left off. Here we are, 35 years later, and it just seems like yesterday. We're still very much involved. If I look back to when I graduated, I could never have predicted my life would take the direction it did, but in retrospect, the learning and training that I received during that period was fundamental to what I've been able to contribute to the Mercy Ships team since then. Very few of us are called or equipped to do great things all by ourselves. But by contributing the skills we have in a collaborative way, then together we can do great things. You may have heard of the American author Helen Keller. She was blind and deaf from 19 months old. Among many of her lifetime achievements, she was named an honorary fellow of the Educational Institute of Scotland. I will leave you with a quote from her. "I long to accomplish a great and noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble. The world is moved along not only by the mighty shoves of its heroes, but also by the total of the tiny pushes of each honest worker." I do hope and pray that you all in your graduation will be able to contribute to those tiny shoves to make this a better world in the years to come. And thank you again to the university for this great honour.
Professor Carol Shaskey, Dean of the School of Computing, Engineering and Built Environment, will present graduands.
Vice-Chancellor, I present these graduates who received the following awards. Abdallah Abdel Bassat. Mohammed Said Obeid Katan. Joachim Schanz. Shouqing Zhang. Michael O'Connor. Master of Engineering, Daniel James Scott. Kerry Hamilton. Okechukwu Augustine Okolo. Master of Science, Helen Ann Finley. Declan William McLaughlin. Victoria Laura Morovska. Ife Injuk Barnes. Katrina Agasta Putri. Jennifer Stevenson. Bozdir Dmitriv Chekhov. Shirley Raju. Said Mustik Ahmed. Sumit Ravinder Naik. Nathaniel Owu Ohotowo. Nikhil John Taladale. Nabia Sadif. Shantu Agarwal. Suhaib Ahmed. Aksa Batul. Rahim Naim. Olajamoki Tolalupe Ujajabi. Ali Umer. Gita Yadav. Anas bin Yasir. Fatim Haidar. Georgia Satie. Ali Afsal. Catherine Arawoso Erubaga. Neil James Moultrie. Aksa Mutapilil Joji. Mohammed Noman. Julie Bald. Rachel Dallas. Christopher Flynn. Chloe Gallagher. Martin Gorman. John McMaster. Andrew McVicker. Mohammed Amer Amin. Said Hali Asnain. Said Mohammed Mubashir Javid. Emmanuel Uman Jonah. Adil Ali. Ali Haider. Hamza Mazar. Rahil Noor. Jude Amika Mabuke. Krunal Kumar Ashwinbai Patel. Hazan Raza. Alex Villangil. Cynthia Makini Abba. Richard Bernard Abin. Abayomi Samuel Adewale. Anthony Chigozi Angwa. Masuk Ahmad. Roshin Robin Arakat. Alistair James Bottomley. Rosemary Yutunde Dada. Favour Ugonda Dike. Fijero Dorothy Duvier. Vincent Ademola Ejinjobi. Osadola Collins Abike. Favour Igrama Igbeneji. Ashdeep Kaur. Benedicta Ojiwi Ijiam. Sebastian George Eze. Harsh Manikumar Manviwala. Neve Kathleen McLaughlin. Maris Monacoch. Asad Nawaz. Jennifer Ijeoma Nakahi. Olawapalumi Kolade Olubintan. Sekiro Odiodon Otosho. Onyekachi Gloria Onya Jaku. Abella Chukwu Samson Orowuki. Daniel Ayo Owosi. Rory John Selkirk. Bhavani Shankar Moji Sharma. Arif Mohammed Shoaib. Victoria Opiemi Osoko. Ogechi Precious Uchichukwu Nwoso. Mohammed Umair. Diana Imani Alkirk. Santosh Kumar Alam. Mohammed Raid Mahi Al Sadi. Olawasei Ayakunle Balogun. Matthew Baird Cairns. Dylan Caldwell. Oyen Demola Olujamoki Fashola. Syed Abab Haider. Armstrong Charles Ahanicho. Andrea Kreitz. Olawale Isaiah Olenigan. Godwin Martins Onovo. Thomas Oladobe Otume. Adewale Jalil Saibo. Mohammed Salman Said. Mariam Abdraba Abdallah. Shah Jahan Babur. Ryan Finnegan. David McGill. Kiran Raghu. Mohammed Ul Raza. Georgia Rumney. Paul Murray Alexander Angus. Khalid Ali Hassan. Emma Irvine. Umair Sadan Khan. Yanis Lipipis. Kirat Malhotra. Niall Martin McGowan. Taboke Joy Maroke. Ola Milikan Aziz Sofala. Khadija Amir. Josue Arieta Soli. Mayam Ashad. Fernanda Billets. Evelyn Elizabeth Bocanegra Rios. Seontani Chintiri. Luke Evans. Aruj Hamian. Mushfiq Jalal. Abhijit Matiatu Sebastian. Lorena Bea Villegas. Yusha Mojirian. Sumaila Mohammed. Samson Oluwafebi Ogunfui. Sonali Anusri Patro. Saloni Padal. Chanodi Wigremi Ratayaki. Lijana Tulushi. Tharin Tasnim. Said Shafiq Mariam.
Susan Mitchell, Chief Operating Officer, will present Ian Young for the award of Honorary Doctor of Engineering.
Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, Ian Young, OBE, would seem to have been born with metal in his blood and has served Scotland's cast metal industry for over 50 years, dedicating his career to industry and community. Now, at first glance, Ian's chosen career is perhaps surprising, given his academic interests at the University of Edinburgh were economics as an undergraduate and followed by a master's in history. Indeed, aside from his scholarly activities, Ian was an incredibly talented athlete, representing his school, his university, and his country in track and cross-country events. Now, winning various titles along the way, Ian also received 5 University Blues for his athletic performance, and these are only awarded for representing a university at the highest possible sporting level. Ian was born in the foundry town of Kirkintilloch on the north-east side of Glasgow, into a long line of foundrymen. In 1969, Ian joined Archibald Young Limited, the business which his father, the eponymous Archibald, had founded a decade earlier. This made Ian the 5th generation of his family to have worked in a foundry in Kirkintilloch, a fact of which he is rightly proud. But this was no easy ride for Ian. No, he began his career in the foundry as any other recruit would, with a 4-year apprenticeship in which he did every activity from simple castings and melting alloys to sweeping the floor, learning his trade literally from the bottom up. Now, at the time, Ian was one of just a handful of full-time employees and moved on through the company, eventually becoming chair of the board. And in this role, Ian built the growth of the company, which now employs 80 staff across multiple UK sites, trading worldwide with a multi-million-pound turnover. Now, Ian has made many a canny decision along the way, driving the creation of a wider customer base and acquiring other foundries. The endurance and success of the company is even more impressive when we remember that it was at a time of contraction in the industry. When Ian's father had founded the company, it was one of about 200 foundries in the central belt of Scotland alone. And by the time Ian took full control of the company in 1998, there were only about a quarter of that number left in the whole of Scotland. The foundry today remains a thriving family business. In 2014, Ian's son Andrew took over as managing director, making him the third generation at Archibald Young Limited, and indeed the sixth generation of the family to work in this industry. We are absolutely delighted today that Ian's wife Barbara, his family Karen and her husband Roy, and his sons Andrew and Roddy are here with us. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate Ian's achievements. Ian is utterly committed to his industry and community and has served on, and indeed been chairman of, a multitude of organisations. There are too many organisations to recognise here today, but notably Ian's service includes the incorporation of Hammerman of Glasgow and the Trades House of Glasgow. He was also a board member of the Sector Skills Council for Engineering from its inception in 1990 until 2005. And chairman of Metcom, an employer-led training organisation for foundry and engineering apprentices from 2000 to 2008. Further, Ian has actively nurtured the next generation of entrepreneurs and engineers by organising and supporting various student competitions. Ian is a fellow of the Institute of Cast Metal Engineers, of which he is a former president. He was recently awarded a Paul Harris Fellowship, the highest award of Rotary International, for his 38 years of service to charity. Now, I've had the great pleasure of getting to know Ian a little bit recently, and I can assure you that my words today simply cannot do justice to the full extent of his achievements. But I very much hope that I've been able to give you a flavour, of Ian's commitment to engineering in Scotland, for which he was awarded an OBE in 2006. Vice-Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding and sustained contribution to athletics, business, and the cast metal industry, and to civic society, I invite you to confer upon Ian Young, OBE, the award of Doctor of Engineering honoris causa.
The Senate of Glasgow Caledonian University, it gives me great pleasure to create you, Ian Young, Doctor of Engineering, honoris causa. Many congratulations.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here today and an unexpected honour to receive this award, for which I thank the University Senate and the Honours Committee. When I left university in 1969 with degrees in history and economics, it was not because of a career requirement. History was always my favourite subject, and it is so much easier to study and pass exams in a subject which you really enjoy. The second degree came about because I was running with a very talented group of athletes in Edinburgh in the 1960s. In those days, most athletes who aspired to international level were either teachers, bank clerks, or permanent students. That was the only way in which you could get time to train, which in my case involved running 100 miles a week. I also reckoned that some knowledge of economics and accountancy could be useful in later life. I never had ambitions to develop a corporate career. Working for myself was always my driving force. Before I left school, I was getting paid as a freelance writer, providing news stories for our local newspaper. In 1964, in my last year at school, I started promoting weekly dances in Kirkintilloch and acting as an agent for bands on the club and university circuit. I also moved into the fashion trade and in 1970 opened the first ladies' boutique in my hometown. Why? Well, you don't meet many nice young ladies working in a foundry. Despite all these other activities, when I left university, I went to work with my father, who had started as a one-man business in 1959. Kirkintilloch, where we lived, was a foundry town. There were 4 foundries, still providing the main employment for the local population. My father, who left school at 14, worked in one of them, where he was a foreman, but he had always wanted to have his own foundry. He rented premises in the town, bought second-hand equipment with his savings, and went to work for himself. Perhaps my own ambition to always work for myself was already in the blood. At that juncture in 1969, I appreciated how hard my father had worked from nothing and decided I wanted to help him grow the business. So I became the most highly qualified foundry labourer in the industry. As you heard, I learned the skills of moulding, metal melting, and metallurgy on the foundry floor, and later went on the road developing sales. I employed our first apprentice in 1973 and became involved with apprentice training in Scotland and then nationally to provide skilled employees for the industry. We have grown as a company by retaining traditional skills allied to modern techniques using resin-bonded sands and 3D printing. We manufacture in ways which my father would never have thought possible. And where he used to say to me that if I hadn't gone into the business, he would have closed it long ago, I now say that to my son, the 3rd generation. There has never been a greater need in this country for people who work with a vision and a passion to build business and generate employment. Will some of you gathered today graduating be the next to create a 3rd generation business? Of that I have no doubt. I wish all of you success in life and thank you for listening to me.
Professor Scott McMeekin, Vice Dean of the School of Computing, Engineering and Built Environment, will present graduands.
Vice-Chancellor, I present these graduands to receive the following awards. Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Stuart Boyle. Michael Erlinson. Kieran Henderson. Michael Opiyemi Martins. Craig McGregor. Blair Nugent. Anthony Troy Quinn. Lucas Quinn Toy. Dean Riddle. Stephen Serros. Paul Swinley. Callum Taylor. Cameron Welsh. Kenneth John Wood. Adrian James Brown. Ioannis Chatsipetris. Aaron Idis. Aaron Alexander Hepburn. Adam Young. Ben Lee. Connor Philip Bester. Murray Ross. Ryan Kane. Aidan Canny. Sean Michael Devlin. Michael Gallagher. Fraser MacDonald. Thomas Pope. Adam Smith. David Webster. Colin Hughes. Robbie Murchison. Heather Tom. Colin Buchanan. Ben Cardwell. Adam Lambie. Joseph McCormick. Genesis Kusuter Nongo. Jack Wallace. For Bachelor of Science with Honours. Saoud Walid Saoud Al-Raisi. For Bachelor of Science with Honours. Shay Davidson. Matthew Duffy. Nadia Maria Graham. Lewis Charles Sterling. Scott Alexander Ritz. Gemma Grant. Dean McCardo. Alexandra Neal. James Querns. Harun Sattar. Salman Walizada. Fraser Cummingham. Deborah Margaret McKechnie. Scott Patterson. David James Campbell Somerville. Mohammed Amjad Al-Nunu. Rachel Curry. Thelma Dansul. Komal Kaur. Rhys McMahon. Prince Ngawazi Mpakati Gama. Rhys Mark Turnbull. Megan Kipling. Kenneth Stilley. Lewis Thomas Arthur. Jamie Gray. Craig Garrick Jardine. Ryan William Johnston. David Johnston. Kirsten Alexandra Meldrum. Bradley Taylor. Hannah Elizabeth Thompson. Callum Gallagher. Alan McPherson. Scott McGrady. Kevin Park. Stuart Simpson. Jade Alana Sharp Smith. Aaron Blair. Michael Gallagher. Debbie Gordon. Amy Catherine Clotilda Lindsay. Nicole Stewart. Yulia Konduruta. Graham White. Ben Thomas Allison. Samuel David McCormick. James McIntyre. Alistair Peat. Lauren Grant. Liam Patrick Halvey. Julie Hunter. Ross Laurie. Jamie Allen Ross. Callum Stewart. Christopher Wood. Callum Mackenzie. Rory Burns. Daniel McCain. Chris Bradshaw. Greg Bullock. Callum Downey. Kieran Francois. Tom Hope. Andrew McIntyre. Matthew McKeever. Craig James Rankin. Fraser Andrew Ratcliffe Cree. Callum Whitefoot. Calla Whiteford. Iona Wright. Bachelor of Engineering, Jamie Gallagher. Lincoln Ifewankachuku Ikimeri. Jordan McConnell and Log. Lewis Sharp. Sally Mahmood Mohammed Ahmed. Douglas Anderson. Abdul Siri Omer Abdullah Maki. Adam Calvin Lewis. Mark Martin O'Brien. Bachelor of Science, Kyle William Mackenzie. Jordan Ortega. Gavin Rattray. Bradley Riddle. Aidan Willis. Thomas Wiltshire. Magdalene Pitt. Ben Andrew Frame. Imran Khan. Vasiliki Sirogiani. Kai Neil Ferguson. Ian Watson. Stuart MacDonald. James McBride. Kieran Riley. Ben Scott. Karen Blackwood. Karen Blackwood. Alexandra Clarkson. Scott Glassford. Jacqueline Ann Connor. Andrew William Lawson. Lewis Markle. Brian Thomas Stewart Miller. Deborah Marion Nichol. Cameron McKinnon. Marina McLeod. Carl Oscar Jurgen. Diploma of Higher Education, Gary McMillan. Edwin Atiso. Carl McLeod. Marquin Inahaya. Oravan Janji. Kondavai Jarvi. Princess Lamo. Imo Okono Ben. Vice-Chancellor, I present all other graduands listed in the orders of proceedings in absentia.
Principal and Vice-Chancellor of Glasgow Caledonian University, Professor Pamela Gillis, will deliver the closing address.
Chair of Court, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Vice-Principal and Pro-Vice-Chancellors, Members of Court and Senate, distinguished guests and colleagues, friends and families, and graduates. Woo! It's an enormous privilege for me to warmly welcome you all today to this great city of Glasgow and to Glasgow Caledonian University to join in celebrating our students' achievements. Now, graduation is always an achievement, but for those of you who studied during the height of the COVID pandemic, it demanded exceptional resilience and dedication, and it feels especially good for us all to be here together today. And I'm very proud of the way that all of the students and staff of GCU worked so hard together during those lockdowns. This ensured that the transformative education, the life-saving nursing and healthcare on the NHS frontline, the research and the support for businesses that we deliver could be maintained during the toughest of times. It's been an honour, privilege and joy to be the principal of such a fine and courageous university, a creative university which has bags of integrity, is confident with a strong sense of purpose, empathy and responsibility. And these core values are central to our mission, and I'm proud to say that they are reflected in each and every one of you, our graduates. And all of the staff of the university have supported you and believed in your academic ability. And I'm sure you'd like to join me in giving them a warm round of applause. Thank you, staff. Now, during our ceremony today, everything has gone very smoothly. None of you tripped really badly on the stage or incapacitated yourself with stunts, fell down those wee stairs in those fabulous shoes, or horror of horrors, fainted with the excitement of the occasion. And yes, I have seen it all before. But thankfully, no such difficulties today, and our graduation and support staff should be congratulated for the impressive way that they've handled this event. Thank you, graduation and support staff. Now, graduates, you all know that your family and friends have been amongst your strongest supporters during the past few years, and many have travelled from far and near to be here with you on this very special day. Like the university, they're just bursting with pride at your achievements. So, graduates, I'd like you to stand up this time to applaud and give a wee Glasgow cheer and show your family just how much you appreciate them. Family and friends. Thank you. Thank you. The quality of the educational experience, the warmth of our welcome, and the intellectual excellence and drive of Scottish universities is renowned the world over. And last November, Glasgow welcomed the world to COP26 on climate change. And our feminist social justice campaigner and award-winning Chancellor, Annie Lennox, led the university's contribution to the debate and the actions needed to respond to the climate emergency, an emergency that is the greatest existential threat to humanity and all living things on our planet. Now, our staff and students were deeply engaged in the event, especially through our Mary Robinson Centre for Climate Justice. And we also contributed to the recent COP27 in Egypt, underscoring our commitment to sustainability. And the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals drive many of our activities at the university across a wide range of areas, from creating our eco-campus in Glasgow and delivering solar-powered motorcycles in India, to strengthening the scientific consensus to mobilise vaccines for the global common good. Graduates, as our thought leaders and activists for the common good and champions of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, I know each and every one of you is steadfastly committed to making your important difference to a more sustainable world. Unafraid to speak truth to power, you are also mindful of the value of cooperation and collaboration in our society. And working in partnership together and developing understanding across sovereign boundaries has never been more important at this point in our world's history, where war rages on many fronts, and in Europe, in Ukraine today, and where that COVID pandemic still hovers on the horizon. At our university, we shall continue to reach out to the world in the spirit of collaboration, learning from and sharing our experiences through our many international partnerships and encouraging problem solving in our challenging, fractured world. In the last year, we continued to support and graduate students from our African Leadership College in Mauritius, creating a new generation of ethical leaders for Africa. We graduated our students from the National University of Science and Technology in Oman, where more than 60% of our engineering graduates are women. And, of course, from Glasgow Caledonian New York College, where we are the first international university to have won official recognition and full accreditation for our degree programmes. And our London campus continues to thrive as it grows year on year, attracting creative and ambitious students from around the globe. But we also excel in research. We are among the top 70 universities in the world in the Times Higher Education Global Impact Rankings, and were assessed 4th in the world for our work on gender equality.
and 21st in the world for our work to reduce inequalities in society. We were also ranked second in the whole of the UK for the impact of our health research. And that's all a remarkable achievement for a relatively young university. And we have made a recent ambitious but deliverable commitment to the collaborative science and public health practice that will allow Scotland to be the first nation in the world to eradicate HIV and hepatitis C bloodborne infections. So through research, our university encourages curiosity, creativity and innovation and changes lives. But it also helps drive forward the economy. And each year, we contribute an astonishing £1.4 billion to the national economy and 14,000 jobs, demonstrating a commitment to the economic regeneration of our city and the regions we work in. But we also contribute to social inclusion and social mobility through our successful widening access work. For example, our student mentors are essential to the success of the university's award-winning Caledonian Club. And since 2008, the club has supported over 15,000 nursery, primary and secondary school children and 4,000 of their parents from the poorest parts of our city to regularly come into the university to learn new life skills. And I know you will share my pride that our university raises aspirations and creates opportunities for young and old alike, whatever their background or circumstances. And for over 12 years, our students and staff have eagerly volunteered to support the much-needed Grameen Caledonian College of Nursing in Dhaka, Bangladesh, which was opened by Her Royal Highness Princess Anne. The college, which was established in partnership with Nobel laureate and Emeritus Chancellor of our university, Mohammed Yunus, and the Grameen Healthcare Trust, is run as a successful social business and is training nurses and midwives from the rural villages of Bangladesh to improve the health of the young and the most vulnerable and provide precious new opportunities for education to women. So a passion for social justice lies at the heart of absolutely everything we do here. But our university is also a bastion of free thought, promoting cultural awareness and understanding. And you graduates are our champions of equality, diversity and inclusion across societies and nations. And I know you will not be daunted, and you'll use the knowledge and skills that you have gained here to make a positive difference in your communities and in the wider world. And I'm also certain that as you carve the path to a fulfilling future and shape a fairer, better society, you will remember and live the values we hold dear here and build on these to go from success to success, strength to strength for yourself, but also for others. And we will always be rooting for you and continue to reach out to you through your alumni association, because you've made many, many friends here who are going to last your lifetime. But also remember that your university will always be here for you if you need our help. And remember to be as ambitious and bold as your university. Aim high for yourselves. As one of the university's most famous honorary graduates, the late President Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found in playing small, in living a life that is less than the one you are capable of living." We look forward to seeing you seize the day, carpe diem, and we won't forget you, for you are our bright future. Our ceremony will now conclude with Scotland the Brave from Pipe Major Russell Meehan, after which we will process from the hall. So take it away, Pipe Major.
Will you please rise for the academic recession?